need a brush. Is Andrew almost ready?
Allure, who's singing?
Favorite thing from Sound of Mucus?
I did that one. They always tell you that it's not.
Upstairs. I want a program. Don't say that. You have a boyfriend too. That's his boyfriend. You were finding the wall very interesting a minute ago.
Now, we both counted them and we still don't come up right. Something's very wrong.
I can tell us about
Hey.
damn skipping. Oh, I gotta do something like that.
Yeah.
You are?
Tom Brizzi, do not lay a hand upon the
Yes, there's really people changing.
Okay, I'm gonna slack that.
He ain't going ball or
I'll give you $50 if you like walk on stage with us all.
Would you like to hurry hurry. We're that desperate for that usher.
$2 money.
Aren't you a little young to be using language?
Bring it out. Give me my thing.
Now we need to fix your hair.
Excuse me?
I'll put your hair. My son wants to leave Write something up.
Please, sir, ma'am, a penny, just a farthing. Please, sir, please, ma'am, a penny, just a farthing. My mother, my 2 sisters, my grandma, we're not doing very well. Please, sir, please, ma'am, a penny.
Get away from here, beggar! What do you think you're doing here?
I'm only asking.
Begging? That's what you're doing. You're begging.
I'm hungry.
Begging's against the law, and you know that, you little street urchin.
Is being hungry against the law, too?
It is around here. Now wait for my doorstep.
Please.
Get off the lead.
No.
You.
No.
Yeah, I'll teach you a lesson. Always yelling and shouting and begging around my house. You're a disgrace. That's what you are.
I was only trying to get something to eat.
Work for it.
Where?
Why should I care? Tom, Canty, get home.
But I've got nothing.
Then you'll get a beating for sure tonight. Father's in a terrible fit, Tom. He's lashing out on everyone.
I can't win. Either I get beat for begging or beat for coming home with nothing.
Get away from here, now! Get you home, Tom, now! Yeah, you better run before I touch the constable! Hurry, Tom, and don't you come back empty-handed if you know it's good for you.
Now, concerning your appointment with the French ambassador and the king this afternoon.
I don't care to see the French ambassador this afternoon, or any afternoon. Tell him not to come.
But you must see him, your highness.
Why?
Forgive me, your highness, but as your father, the king, grows more gravely ill, you must become better acquainted with those whom you deal with as head of state when you become king.
When I become king. And when will I become king?
With all due respect for your father, your highness, it could be quite soon.
I don't want to become king quite soon.
But you are the Prince of Wales. You have certain responsibilities.
I never asked to be the Prince of Wales.
Surely what you say, your highness.
Edward, call me Edward. I am a person.
Surely what you say, Edward, is true. You never asked to be the Prince of Wales or the future king of England, but you are nonetheless.
I'm tired of matters of state. I'm tired of being a prince. I'm tired of you, Lord Hertford. I don't want to be...
Perhaps you don't want to be, your highness.
Edward.
Perhaps you don't want to be concerned with the matters of state, Edward. But you will be. There is no other choice for you.
If you persist in these matters of state, now, today, this very afternoon, my Lord Hertford, when I become king, your head will be looking for a body, and there'll be no other choice for you.
That could prove to be most unwise, young Edward.
You think?
I am, if not the only, true friend you have. aside from your own family, and in matters of state, the only person you can fully trust. Therefore, beheading me would surely prove most unwise for you when you become king.
Be gone from my sight, Hereford. I've had enough matters of state for one day.
But, Your Highness...
I said enough!
Yes, Your Highness.
Edward!
Yes, Edward.
A king, me, the future king? When can I ever just be me, a kid?
Every day. Never gets old.
Be off with you, rabble!
Is this the palace?
What do you think?
No, it's Taj Mahal.
What do you want, you filthy beggar?
Is that the prince?
Off, I say. Now get back to your hovel before I have you thrown into the palace, never to see the lights of another day.
Guard! What are you doing?
Sending this boy on his way, Your Highness. Kneel in the presence of the future king.
How dare you treat a subject of my father the king in this manner?
Now off with you.
I have one, two...
Guard, how dare you treat a subject?
He is but a beggar, Your Highness.
Maybe so, but he's still a citizen of my father's kingdom.
Not very much of one, Your Grace.
I only wanted to look, Your Highness. I've never seen a real prince before.
See me now? Rise, boy. Do I look as you expected?
Much more grand, Your Grace.
I'm of mind to issue a command. Yes, I shall. Guard, let him in.
What, Your Highness?
Let him in.
This pickpocket from the streets?
Let him in now. Or, guard, you'll be the one in the tower, never again to see the light of another day.
You, in here.
Up. You wanted to see me? Now I want to look at you.
Your Highness, shall I summon your attendants?
It won't be necessary. Do you live near?
Oh, no. I walked a long way.
Perhaps you would like to rest a while.
Thank you, my prince.
What is your name?
Tom Canty. And it please your grace?
Would you like to see my quarters?
Would I? Of course.
Then come with me. Come, your prince commands. Do you like it?
A room in a palace.
Part of my private quarters. So your name is Tom Canty?
Yes.
And where do you live?
In London, Your Highness. Awful court. A long pudding lane, actually.
An odd place it sounds. Do you have parents?
A mother, a father, and two sisters. Old Benny, too, but she's no relation. She lets us sleep on her floor.
On the floor?
With some straw and an old blanket.
Is it as comfortable as a bed?
I've never slept anywhere else, sir, so I don't know.
I've always wondered about the lowly subjects of my father, but you're the first one I've ever talked to.
You do me honor.
Tom, you speak well. You've had schooling.
The good priest, Father Andrew, has taught me to read and write.
Do you know Latin?
A little, sir.
Strange how different our lives. Do you have pleasant times at this upper court where you live?
Good enough when I'm not hungry and when my father is not around.
Your father, is he mean to you?
My father, John Canty, stomps around our house every day growling. He's very mean to me. Nearly every day he mistreats and beats me.
Beats you?
Oh, indeed, yes.
Then listen well, Tom Canty. Before the night of this day comes, my guard shall take your father to the tower.
Oh, Your Highness, please don't waste your time on the life of my father. This is the way my life is, and most surely this is the way my life will stay. Without my father, my life just wouldn't be the same.
But he beats you.
Only the days when I don't have food.
How do you do that, Tom? Bring home food.
The only way I can, Your Highness. Please, sir. Please, ma'am. A penny. Just a farthing.
I can't believe this, Tom.
I pray you, sir. It's true.
You must be very unhappy.
Oh, no. I'm usually very happy. London is such a grand city.
I've never seen it.
You've never seen London? You're the prince.
Who's been kept behind these palace walls every day of his life?
Then let me tell you about it. You see Punch and Judy puppet shows, and the monkeys are all dressed up with organ grinders, doing dances in the street for the farthing, but often for nothing at all except just for the fun of it.
Really, Tom? I can imagine. Tell me more.
Sometimes we boys run races in the street, and in the summer, we, all of us, go wading in the canals and swimming in the river.
If I can only do that just once. Come on.
Sometimes we play in the mud.
In the mud?
Fairly wallow in it, Your Grace.
Oh, it sounds wonderful if I could just dress myself in rags and run through the streets without no Lord Chamberlain rebuking and forbidding me.
And if I could wear just one such fine royal clothes as you have on just once.
You like it? Then it shall be done. Tom, get behind the screen. I will change with you.
But Your Grace.
Quickly. This is a game I'll enjoy before anyone comes to stop me.
Your Grace doesn't mind wearing my old rags?
This is fun. Hurry. Edward, may I come in? Edward? I thought the prince would like some nuts to nibble on. He's not here. I thought you would play chess with him.
At 10, he said. He must have changed his mind.
Are you going to wait?
Better not.
He'll send for me if he wants to play. Maybe he's in the garden. Shall we look?
The prince?
In the garden, we think.
Anything important, my Lord Hertford?
I came to cancel his morning appointment with the king and the French ambassador.
Then father is not any better?
He is very ill. His physicians have forbidden him any visitors.
But we can see him, his family.
Not today. I'll find His Highness in town. What was that?
One of the pages in the corridor.
The king's illness worries me.
It is a worry to us all. And if,
I know, Edward is so young.
come on, let's think of something more cheerful.
Are they gone?
Shh!
Yes, if you'd push the screen over, there'd be a fine fuss and clatter.
I'm sorry.
No matter. Ready now?
Quite ready, sir.
Let's have our parade. Come see. Edward the Prince now looks like a pauper. What do you make of this?
Don't ask me. It frightens me.
But I see it too. We look so much alike. It's as if no change in it at all. When I look at me in the mirror, I see Tom Canty.
I'm looking at me, but I'm you.
Wait, very often I wear a sword. Go get it in the anteroom.
Anteroom?
That way. Something wrong with your arm?
Nothing. The guard threw me to the ground.
Go buckle on that sword. I'll make sure the guard never does such a thing again. Page! Page! Your Highness, summon the guard from the palace gate. Now, if only there were some mud to wallow in.
All right, you, back to the streets with the other rubbish.
How dare you lay a hand on me?
I'll not have His Highness tormented by the likes of you.
Let go, I say!
Give orders, will you?
I'm the prince!
Outside, balmy little beggar.
I will tell my father the king.
Will he now?
See, Your Grace? Your Grace? How very grand you look.
Edward?
I am not.
What's wrong, my prince?
It wasn't fun. No harm was meant.
You're frightened, surely not of me, your own cousin.
Be merciful, my lady. The prince knows I meant no wrong.
Edward, what has happened? My lord, you must not kneel to me.
Elizabeth, the prince is not himself.
But I'm not the prince.
Rise, Edward. It's not seemly you should kneel to us.
Ask him. He'll explain. Why did I come through that gate?
He's been studying too much. The Greek lessons.
Some in his Does your head ache?
No. Yes. Thoughts are whirling so fast, I don't know what to say.
This whirling sensation, when did it first come on?
Just a few minutes ago.
Strange, you were quite well this morning.
How do you know?
Because I spoke to you about playing chess, and you said you'd like to.
But I don't know how to play chess.
Oh, we must be very cautious and let no rumors start. There are few of us you can trust. Lady Elizabeth, your uncle, and myself. If your mind continues to have strange thoughts, tell only us.
If the prince would only return for 5 minutes.
If you can't remember things, pretend you do. I'll help you every way I can.
I don't understand. What do I do now?
Uncle is coming. Be careful what you say. Bid him rise.
Rise, boy. What do you want?
My lord, I'm sure you remember him. He's your whipping boy.
My whipping boy?
The save you, Grace? Oops. Sorry.
Try.
It seems I do remember a bit.
Are you ill, my lord?
Oh, no. His Grace merely has a headache.
Yes, a headache. Tell me why you've come.
Yesterday, when your Grace was called some Greek verbs, you remember.
I think I do.
Of course he recalls it.
Your tutor promised to whip me soundly for it.
Whip you? For the fault of the prince?
Your Grace forgets. No one may direct a blow but the sacred person of the prince. So, if your Grace makes a mistake, I am punished in your place.
It is the custom, my lord, as you well know. Bumble, an orphan, is paid for this service with food and a place to stay here at the palace.
You promised to intercede in my behalf.
To save you the whipping?
So you do remember.
All right, you have my promise.
Oh, thank you, Grace. Heaven for your forgiveness. Sorry.
Your uncle is here. May I suggest that you dismiss Bumble?
Dismiss?
Now what's all this?
Good, my lord. You must find Prince Edward at once.
But you are before me.
I'm no prince, but only a humble-born boy from a poor family.
Please, my prince.
What are you going to do to me?
He's your uncle, the Earl of Hertford.
So, your memory's playing tricks on you?
My memory? No, let me sit down a moment.
Dear my lord, sit in your own chair.
Mine? The prince's chair?
Your chair.
Perhaps his memory is only confused on one subject. Do you object to answering some questions, my lord?
I'll tell you anything you want to know. My name is Tom Kenty. I come from lawful court.
From your Latin lessons, what does compos mentis mean?
In possession of your mind. Same.
Mensoza in corpore sano.
A sound mind in a sound body.
You see, he does remember his Latin.
I know only what Father Andrew taught me.
Strange. Do you recall that your father, the king, is very ill?
The king is not my father, but I am most humbly sorry he is not well.
Weak as he is, he's concerned about the Great Seal, which he says he entrusted to you yesterday.
Seal?
He'd like to have it back today. Your Highness, I have to give the seal back to the king.
I don't understand. A seal?
You don't know where you put it?
No, I didn't put it anywhere.
But Edward, you told me you found a safe hiding place for it.
It was the prince said it, not I.
Oh, surely in a little while your memory will come back.
Perhaps you'd like to go in the anteroom and rest on the couch.
Maybe my head would stop whirling.
Page! Assist His Highness in removing his coat.
No, I can remove my own coat.
The Great Seal means nothing to him. Even now, enemies of the throne may be plotting against it. The Great Seal lost. The king near death. And the prince has lost his mind. Oh, England.
My father the king will hear of this.
Oh, will he now? Ha! That's for the trouble you got me into this morning with the prince.
You want trouble? I'll give you trouble.
Oh, yeah? Well, don't come back here, you thieving beggar.
Open this gate at once. Come back here. Do you hear me?
There he is! Tom Canty! Trying to beg from the king now, are ya? Get away from here before the king guards haul you off into the tower.
But
Get away from here now!
I'm the Prince of Wales.
And I'm Queen of England.
No, you're not.
You're not.
much like anything but the Lord to us in those rags.
Of course, clothes don't always make the man. Or in this case, the prince either.
Oh, maybe I'm a prince too.
Make sport of me, all of you. But someday, when I become king,
Oh, we'll be your subjects.
as you are now, every one of you.
Well then, prince, let us tell you what we think of our king.
Oh, have your tongues pulled out of your head for that.
Oh, not if I have yours first. Whoa.
Whoa! Maybe rough with the boy.
And who are you?
That cloak of yours has seen better days. Ah, look at it, ah.
My name's Miles Hendon, and I'm on my way home after fighting the King's War on the continent, and then escaping from an enemy prison.
Look, he's got a sword.
Just leave the boy alone.
Good, sir. Will you guide me to the king's palace?
He's mad.
Help me.
Oh, look at him. He claims he's the young prince.
I am.
Oh, there you are, you whelp.
Woman, get your hands off me.
Woman, he calls me. Oh, pity that lets him and his family sleep in my place when he's through with the days of begging on the streets.
I never beg.
Do you know the boy?
Know him? I've given him bread and a place to sleep for most his dorm days.
Is this true?
I eat off the table of the king. Truly, sir, I don't know her.
I'll just slap your cute face, I should.
Just leave him alone.
Oh, well, why don't you go on about your business and let the old woman take the boy home to his mother?
Oh, Biddy, I wish you find him quite useful to distract attention while you pick a few pockets.
Oh, you're the one to talk. Never once have I stolen your life. And if I did take a little something now and then, mind you, I'm not saying it's so. Would you rather see your skull?
I'd rather see the two of you. Move on!
Come along, you.
Let him go! Sure, decision, lad. Go with her if you want. You'll stand under my protection for a while.
Fine killer fish.
You're as balmy as he is. And what about you? Are you just going to let him snare the boy away from his own family?
What can I do? He's got a sword.
Miles, don't let her take me. I want to stay with you.
Lad!
Take him up,
And you know what the king will do when he hears of this?
oh,
Yay!
Penny and hen that gives you and your bread and shelter.
Let me go. I don't belong here.
Tell that to your mother, Mrs. Canty. Here, you deal with this son of yours. Run away, he didn't try to fight me. Says he doesn't belong here. He's gone mad. Oh, Tom, what's happened, my son?
My name isn't Tom, and I'm not your son.
See, I give a good beating, he were mine.
Ma, what else, Tom?
You settle him, I've got work to do.
Madam, if you'd be kind enough to listen.
Madam, he says, don't you know your own mother?
But you're not my mother.
How about me? Am I your sister?
My sister's about your age, but she's a fine lady.
He's mocking my clothes.
Oh, no, no. I beg your pardon. My name is Edward, Prince of England.
Oh, Ma, old Biddy's right. His wits
Your son is well, and he's not lost his wits. Direct me to the palace, and he'll be restored to you.
Look at me. You must know your own mother who loves you.
Truly, I am the king's son.
It's all the books you read about kings and princes and the like.
You're just tired. A little rest. Some more food. Bet, Nan. See if the leftover porridge is still hot. We'll get some. Lie down, Tom. You'll soon be all right.
Lie down. Where? He told me, old straw in a blanket. Never thought I'd be tired enough to welcome it.
Tom, dear.
I'm Edward, the prince.
I know my own son. The clothes are the same. The face. The hair. Only your voice has changed because of sickness in your mind.
No.
I sewed this tear only yesterday. This is your mother, Tom. Is he any better? He seems to have fallen asleep. He was fine earlier today when I saw him on the street. Should we waken him? Rest will do him more good than food right now.
Maybe someone beat him on the head. No marks there.
Could we be wrong? He looks like our Tom, but he is our Tom. Is there any way you can be sure? See how peacefully he's sleeping? Poor boy. Many's the time I bent over him at night, candle in my hand to be certain he was all right. Many's the time. Maybe there is a way.
What way?
Ever since he was a little boy, if he placed his hand out before his eye, if he outward. Yes, he does.
It's true. I've seen him do it hundreds of times.
Then try it now. I hate to disturb him. Wake up.
He didn't do it.
No, but I won't believe he isn't Tom. I think he's making it up.
Now why did he do that?
So that father wouldn't beat him for coming home so empty-handedly. Don't you think, Mom? I don't know what to think. He must be Tom, but if he isn't, the boy needs help and shelter. Nan, go find your father and give this to him.
A shilling.
He's been saving it up. That should keep John Candy out all night, if anything does. I won't have him around when Tom is like this. Bet, go put the pores away. I'll be in to help you with the fire in a moment. Sleep well, my son.
Commanded
Archangel, I agree with you.
Miles!
When will the sacrifice be done, Holy One?
Tonight, when the moon rises full and high into the dark night sky, and is hidden by clouds, and the dog barks.
Miles, no! I am the prince!
And I want peace throughout all of England. How can I help thee, Holy Hermit, to accomplish this most important of tasks?
Grab a rope and bind this one tight. We must keep him safe from all harm until tonight.
Where shall I find a rope, Holy One?
Over there.
Over where?
Search for it. Over there.
Miles, no! I beg of you!
There. I'll tie his hands.
You'll hang for this, Miles Hendon!
We will be remembered for saving our kingdom long, long into the future.
I'll tie his hands tight.
Tightly.
No!
Run, Ed, run!
Get back here! Listen to me! The Archangel commands it! Get back here! I'll be punished for your disobedience!
Please.
And your sleeping quarters?
I bring in a cot.
Your dining hall?
Here.
I see.
Look, lad, I promised you shelter, not a palace. I got one room in Mrs. Hobbs' lodging house. This is it.
Oh, please don't think me ungrateful. It's just that I'm used to...
Your story's an old one.
But true. And the mad hermit would have killed me if you hadn't helped.
That much I do believe. How long has it been since you've eaten?
I don't remember. Yesterday morning, I think.
Oh, man. Sit down. I'll have Miss Hobbs fix us something to eat.
I would wash my hands before I eat.
Oh, there's water and a towel. I'll be back in a minute. She'll bring us something in a minute. What else you know?
I'm waiting
For what?
for you to pour the water into the bowl.
For me. Why don't you pour it yourself?
I beg your pardon?
All right, I'll pour it for you.
Thank you.
Oh, no, thank you. Well,
The towel.
it's beside you. All right. However this delusion came about, you believe it's the truth.
Good, sir. It is the truth.
Okay. See yourself at the table. The food will be here in a minute.
Forbear! Would you sit in the presence of royalty?
This is something I hadn't thought of.
Your thoughtlessness is confused.
I've had enough of this nonsense.
It isn't nonsense.
Go out, through that door, down the hall to the kitchen, and tell Miss Hobbs we're ready to eat.
You expect me to act as a page boy?
Either that or...
I thought you were my friend.
I am your friend. That's why I'm trying to rid your head of this folly.
I know you don't believe me. Nobody believes me. But if I stop trying to be myself, then I'll just be Tom Kent. My father told me it's a hard thing to be a prince, but it's my duty to try. I don't believe you're my friend. Here's your dinner.
What's wrong with the boy?
The kid got this delusion he's a prince.
Well, he was certainly upset about something. He went rushing down the hall. I never saw a young lad so upset.
Like I said, he got that delusion he's a prince. He was living under impossible circumstances with the father who beat him. We were nearly killed by a madman today, and then I got firm with him just a minute ago. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't have been.
Certainly not. Humor the lad, for heaven's sakes. Get some food in him. He'll come around. Give him some affection and understanding. Maybe when he feels less frightened, his fantasy will go away.
All right, I'll try, but it's going to be an irritating business.
Probably in the morning. He'll be fine. Well, Don't keep him here too long. I run a respectable house. If he's not let her time, I want him out of my house.
Oh, just till his mind clears. And thanks for your suggestions, Miss Hobbs. I'll try it.
There was no one in the kitchen, but I saw her outside.
Come in, Your Highness. Dinner served. Who'd you see outside?
The woman they call Old Biddy. She was standing in the crowd down the street.
Come on, sit down and eat.
By rights, you should wait, but I give you permission to eat with me.
I thank you. My day was most wearisome, and I truly appreciate this honor.
It will be for you and your descendants, as long as they wish it.
I am honored, Your Highness. That woman, Old Biddy, did she see you?
I don't think so. Miles, don't let her take me.
Oh, don't worry about it. Never fear.
Come back here. Lights, you can't stop me. Run from us, will you, Tom Kenty?
That is not my name.
Fine coat as you have here is much better than a bed of straw.
Be off, woman. The boy knows you not.
And he's off in the head, but many a time he's got me at a few pennies. I have not. This is the place.
Out of my way!
The constable, they won't hang a boy.
What are you talking about?
Well, Biddy means no harm.
If there's a thief in here,
I had just bought a chicken in the market, and now it's gone.
you see who took it?
That boy has it. Look there. I saw him run into this house a moment ago.
What's that there in your hands? Let me see it.
This?
Didn't have time to hide it, eh? Your chicken, ma'am.
I didn't steal it.
Then how did you come by it?
Well, an old woman, she's gone now.
It's always someone else.
You caught him red-handed.
It's the king's jail for you, boys.
Get your hand off the arm of the prince.
Quiet. The kid, he acts strangely at times.
Off in the head, eh? No matter.
Unhand him. There's an explanation.
I arrest you for resisting an officer.
Miles, do something. Where's your sword?
That's the jail you're both going.
There's justice in England, lad. Don't worry. The judge will understand.
Justice, they'll rot in jail forever.
In just a minute, I'll have the pieces set up for you, Your Grace.
Look at these clothes I'm wearing. If I but clap my hands, servants bow before me. I can have more clothes, more servants, just for the asking.
Naturally.
I find myself beginning to like being prince.
Why shouldn't you? Come, let's start our game.
Must I go to the royal banquet tonight?
Of course. And tomorrow the coronation. The Archbishop of Canterbury himself with the crown upon your head.
It's not right.
Please, Your Highness, sit down again. It's your move.
The king bores me.
But you've always loved chess. Oh dear, it's a sickness again.
Enter.
Sire, the royal tailors await the final fitting of your coronation clothes.
No. Sometime later.
His Grace is not at ease? Maybe we could have a game in the garden. We could get Bumble.
I sent him on an errand.
Sire, you didn't say anything. You promised my Lord Hertford to keep your illness a secret.
I sent him and one of the palace guards to Awful Court to fetch here my mother and sisters and the old woman I told you about. They'll know me.
Should we tell my Lord Hertford about this?
Am I your king?
Oh, yes, sire.
Then I order you to tell no one.
Maybe if they find these people and they deny him.
As they will. Edward may be cured. Pray that he does, and before the coronation.
But sire, whether your mind clears or not, the coronation will be planned.
Please try to enjoy your royal state.
Enter. Speak, Bumble.
The old one you sent for is here, Your Majesty.
Just old Biddy?
We couldn't find the others.
All right, bring her in.
I hope this was the right thing to do. We'll soon see.
Please, sire, I'm a poor woman in need of food. Have pity.
Up on your feet. Look at me. Look up. You recognize me?
Oh, yes, sire.
What's my name?
You are Edward, soon to be King of England, sire.
You lie.
A poor woman dare not lie to a king.
But you know I'm talking Canty, who sleeps on straw on your floor?
My lady, why does His Majesty make it up to me?
You know this Tom Canty he speaks of?
I knew him well. His family lives in my house.
Where are they now?
How can I keep track of them? None of it was my fault.
Where is Tom Canty?
He took up with an adventurer. They were arrested.
Arrested? On what
He
charge?
stole a chicken, but it's not likely to hang for it. Surely there isn't such a law in England.
There is indeed. Many another just as bad. How long will they be in jail?
It could be months before the trial. Please, your worship.
And the coronation tomorrow? She has told me enough. She may go.
Bless you, sir.
Are you convinced now, sir? The boy you claim to be is lodged in jail for theft.
It's the prince who's in jail. I'll go at once. He must be free.
One whisper of all this and England will be in turmoil.
I'll send the palace guard.
The guard cannot be trusted with such a message.
The slightest uncertainty about your royal right and your enemies will try to seize your throne.
It would mean civil war.
You'd have me crowned instead of your rightful king.
The royal temper.
Sire? Oops. Sorry.
Yes, Mumble?
I could go to the king's jail and say whatever your majesty wishes me to say.
But you don't believe me.
Yes, sire. I mean, no, sire. Begging your pardon.
Edward, if you could just give us one bit of proof. I feel guilty even saying this. Just one small reason to doubt your majesty.
Remember that my lord Hereford asked me for the Great Seal.
But you don't remember where you put it.
The prince knows where it is. He'll prove my story.
A royal edict would remove the boy and the adventurer from jail.
At the risk of throwing England into a panic,
Then let me go. I'll put money in my shoe just in case.
Bumble, you are my only hope.
I'll go with him.
You wouldn't be safe, my lady. In your fine clothes, you'd be set upon by thieves.
Then I'll dress as a peasant woman, and Bumble too can wear old clothes.
Bumble, get such clothes for you and my lady. Quickly.
I am afraid for them.
They'll be safe enough, if they look poor. I'm grateful, my lady Elizabeth.
Thank you, sire.
Now you believe me. Don't you?
I must humbly beg your pardon, sire.
For what reason?
I still think the line is ill. I go because you wish it.
Hurry, please.
They should be back by morning.
If all goes well.
Sir, you should get ready for tonight's banquet. Shall I summon your pages?
Jane, I can't deny I'd like to be king. What if I lose my courage to do the right thing? I want to ride in the procession tomorrow and hear them cheer.
Sire, I shall pray that you recover from this sickness soon.
Pray that I recover very soon, and long live the true king.
I'm thirsty. I want to drink a wine.
Oh, shut up!
How can a person sleep with all this noise?
I'm thirsty. I want to drink a water.
Yeah, I want water too! J-Lo!
And food. We're all hungry.
Yeah!
J-Lo!
won't do no good to call him.
How terrible that in the king's jail people should go without water.
Try to sleep, lad.
The floor is hard and my head aches from no pillow.
Sit up a minute. There, now lay back.
Thank you, Miles. Miles, how long do you think they'll keep us here?
Until the lucky day we die. J-Lo, water! Shout at me once more, and you're all gonna take my whip.
We've had no meal tonight.
Wait till morning.
That's unjust.
So? Unless there are those among you with money to pay for special foods.
You've already taken all the money we have.
Likely story.
I forbid you treat these people like animals.
Animals you are.
It isn't safe to defy him.
Boy, why are you here? A false accusation that I stole a chicken.
Oh, innocent are you? So are we all innocent.
I'm innocent. A weaver said I stole a cloth from him, but it's not true.
Oh, wager they found it in your bag.
He gave it to me.
Have they told you your punishment?
I'm to be put in the stocks and flogged. Flogged? With a whip? I have no money to pay. Else, I might get off.
No, they take your money all right, but you still get the flogging.
Why, this is monstrous. Begging's the reason why I'm here. Why have you brought your son to this place? I have no place to leave him.
I'm hungry.
Morning will come soon.
lantern to see better? Thank you.
Manners from a street boy. Will wonders never cease. You get 1 minute for your money.
Elizabeth! And Bumble! How come you were here? You lost my name.
That ragged boy seems to know us.
You must get us out.
Are you Tom Canty?
No, if you're Tom Canty, I'll not talk you along. I have more money for the jailer. She has money.
Time's up.
Jailer, I would free the boy and his companion from his built-in cell.
I'll take that. How did you come by so much money? Stole it, the pair of you.
Oh, no. What's he doing? No, I don't think he's going to let us. He's not. He's filthy. What's it? Honey, now. Come here.
Into the cell you go.
I order you to let them alone.
Any more money you haven't told me about?
Keep all the money, but let us out with the boy.
Ask the judge.
Sure. What now, my lady?
I just don't know.
Mothers, may we have a moment alone with this lady?
Let them have a few minutes in peace. Surely you know me, Elizabeth. And Bumble, how come you are here?
Pay him no attention. Prison's touched his mind.
Could it be?
How could this boy know my name? My lady, your speech is not that of a peasant woman. Why are you here?
We were sent by Edward to find Tom Canty. The pauper boy I befriended. He'll pay dear for this imposture. The coronation is tomorrow. May it be Edward's wish to see this boy first.
And whoever this boy is, we must get him out of here tonight. But how? Wait, do either of you two have any more money in your shoe?
I do have some in mine.
Oh, quick, you others. Yell for the jailer. Try to get him in here. We'll take care of the rest.
Right. What is all this?
That boy has
money in his shoe.
No, here.
Let's have it then.
You got me beat.
Oh, can't I?
No. Oh,
scenes like this.
The woman is gone.
The sight of that wretched creature has brought on another attack.
She is my mother.
Sickness is upon him again.
Sire, your poor head again.
The sickness is not in my head, it's in my heart.
You should be brought for the coronation.
What time is it?
In less than a half an hour, the carriage will come to contiguous Minster Abbey.
So little time left.
Look, Edward, my coronet.
Very pretty.
Oh, lovely, lovely.
How could I have done it? How could I?
I can hardly wait.
I denied my mother, my own mother.
It's the strain of the coronation.
All at once I was sick with fear. I could see myself being dragged off to the Tower of London, beheaded, maybe as an imposter. told him who I am, but I was a coward, afraid.
See how the jewels gleam?
All last night I couldn't sleep. I kept remembering her face.
A poor unfortunate you've never seen before.
Even now, you don't believe me?
I'm worried about Elizabeth. She should be here.
Maybe they could find their way to the jail.
They'll soon return.
There's so little time.
Such crowds, such crowds. They say most of the abbey is already filled.
I can't deny I'd like to be king. Maybe that's why I... Enter. Oh, it's you, my lord.
Sire, you should be robed.
I was thinking.
No more delay. Hey! Attend him.
Not yet.
Attend His Majesty. He is feeling a bit lightheaded at the thought of the ceremony.
How beautiful it is.
I asked you to wait.
No more waiting. Precede me, sire.
How can I do this?
You must. The crown awaits you. I forbid him the crown. Where's the king?
Or where he is the king. Oh, my lord king. Let poor Tom Candy be the first to swear his allegiance.
Then this imposture is not your own doing.
No one would believe me, sire.
I think you speak true. What a strange resemblance.
It's as he says.
At the palace gates we refused in minutes, but this gentleman helped us over the gate in the back of the garden.
My liege, forgive my doubting.
You are my friend.
May I ask a question, Your Highness?
Ask, my lord.
Where is the great seal which the king said he entrusted to you?
The seal?
He knows not. Cast the beggar into the street.
Back! Touch not the sacred person of the king.
I know. Jane, open the cabinet door and look far back. This is it.
Oh, yes. Come with the beg your pardon, sire.
Granted.
Long live the true king.
Long live November the 6th. There are to be more pardons. I hereby issue a royal edict. No floggings today in the king's jail. Tomorrow, I myself will sit in judgment on all the prisoners there.
Well spoken, sire.
As for the woman known as Old Biddy, it is the king's wish to dispense not only justice but mercy. She is to be given a flower stand near the palace gate and hope that she will learn to mend her ways.
In her name, I thank you, sire.
Miles Hendon, it is my wish that you be granted an estate.
I thank you, sire.
Bumble, since you have served me well, the post of whipping boy shall be a token office only. No more whippings.
I do thank you, Your Majesty.
Sorry. To my sister Elizabeth, who may perhaps find here a husband to her liking. I give my sincere thanks. And now, Nancy, you shall from now on be known as the King's Ward, under my protection always.
I'm very grateful, sire.
You'll want to see the 3 people who are waiting for you, Tom. I understand you sent for them.
My mother and sisters, I sent for them to make amends, for I denied them yesterday.
You did well. Bring them in. They shall share in your good fortune.
Mother,
Tom,
and Bet, Nan.
it's time.
Yes, the party shall wait outside, Your Highness. Hurry, Your Highness. The carriage shall arrive. Your Highness?
In just a minute, Lord Hertford.
There is not enough time, Your Highness. We must hurry.
We're coming, Lord Hertford. Don't get so pushy.
Pushy?
Now, if only there was some mud to wallow in. I'm kidding. Really.
Is it really you, Your Highness?
stopped her